Be me, Anons. Have older sister, Sarah. Sarah always pretty normal, cute, actually, played sports, liked movies, had friends, typical girl stuff. Never really thought about gender roles beyond, boys pee standing up, girls sit. Parents always supportive, believed in hard work, common sense, not super traditional, but not ideologues either. Life was good, simple. Sarah goes off to uni, big city, arts degree, classic. Hear from her less and less. When I do, she sounds different, like she swallowed a thesaurus and a guilt trip. First visit home after freshman year. Oh boy. Walks in, instantly notice the hair. Choppy, badly dyed purple streak, kinda greasy, like it hadn't seen shampoo in a week. Used to always be perfectly styled, light makeup. Now, nothing. Wearing oversized hoodie, shapeless cargo pants, combat boots. Looks like she raided a dumpster behind an army surplus store. Hey Sarah, you look unique. It's called rejecting the patriarchy's oppressive beauty standards. Anon, you wouldn't understand. My body, my choice, my aesthetic liberation. First red flag, my internal normie alert siren started blaring. Dinner that night, mom makes roast chicken, classic family meal, dad's carving. Sarah eyes the chicken like it personally offended her grandmother. Don't you think it's deeply problematic, Mom, that you're always in the kitchen performing domestic labor for Dad and Anon's comfort? Dad nearly chokes on his potato. I just stare, mouth full of delicious chicken. Mom, bless her heart, tries to be understanding. I enjoy cooking, dear, and your father often grills. That's just internalized misogyny, Mom. You've been conditioned to perform unpaid emotional and physical labor, perpetuating the cycle of female subjugation. The silence at the table was thicker than quicksand. Dad just resumed carving, a muscle twitching in his jaw. Days blade into weeks. Every conversation becomes a minefield. I mention wanting a girlfriend. You mean a patriarchal subordinate to validate your fragile male ego, Anon. I mention politics. Your male gaze is inherently biased and complicit in systemic oppression. She starts leaving books around. The feminist mystique, gender trouble, scum manifesto, always next to my call of duty case, subtle. Finds my waifu pillow while looking for a charger. Disgusting objectification. You realize this is why women like me are unsafe in society. Your toxic masculinity fuels the male-dominated gaze. My waifu pillow is why women are unsafe, not the crackheads down the street, but a piece of fabric. One time, Dad asked her to help carry some groceries, just 2 small bags. Why should I carry them, Dad? That's a classic example of weaponizing female fragility against men's physical burden. You're stronger, you do it. Stop mansplaining manual labor to me. Dad just carries all bags himself, a vein throbbing in his temple. He didn't say a word. Mom goes to hug her goodbye as she leaves for activist meeting. Sarah stiffens. Please don't. Your touch isn't affirming my bodily autonomy right now. Mom looks genuinely hurt, drops her arms. She brings home her new collective. 3 other girls, all carbon copies of her new look and attitude. One has armpit hair dyed blue. The smell, let's just say my room became my refuge. They sit on the couch, laptop open, watching some documentary about systemic oppression of * insert random group here. Talking about cis-normative privilege and intersectionality and lived experiences like it's a new religion. I try to crack a joke, lighten the mood. So, you ladies planning to overthrow the government today or just complain about it over artisanal kombucha? All 4 of them glare at me. Blue armpit girl actually hisses. That's exactly the kind of dismissive, patriarchal humor that perpetuates the rape culture, Anon. Your words are violence. Rape culture, I just asked about overthrowing the government, and I'm violent. The house is a battlefield of grievances and accusations. Dad retreats to his shed. Mom starts spending more time at her sister's house, complaining about Sarah's new friends in hushed tones. I just lock myself in my room, living off tendies and Mountain Dew, browsing Bee and Pol. Sarah is no longer my sister. She's a walking, talking feminist manifesto. She even started leaving dirty dishes in the sink, claiming it's reclaiming domestic space from male expectations and challenging the gendered division of labor. Mom, despite her internalized misogyny, still washes them. Last week, she came downstairs, declared she was going vegetarian to protest the inherent violence of the meat industry, a microcosm of capitalist patriarchy and speciesism. Dad just nodded, pointed to the fridge. Plenty of carrots, I'm having steak. She screamed about his toxic masculinity and blatant disregard for sentient life, for 10 minutes straight before stomping O. My sister, the person I grew up with, is gone, replaced by a shrill, perpetually offended social justice automaton. No joy, no laughter, just anger and resentment. Every interaction is a performance of victimhood and aggression. She's not fighting for anything real. She's just fighting against everything and everyone, especially us. And she thinks she's evolved, ascended to a higher plane of consciousness. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here, playing video games, occasionally posting Pepe memes, living a quiet life. And somehow, I feel like I'm the one who's actually living. This is why I browse 4chan instead of talking to people. This is why I stay indoors. This is why I fear women.